My name is James and I received help from this. I was supported in help with my impending housing eviction, my debt crisis, and my utility bills had run away to such high arrears I just couldn't cope anymore. It was important to me at the time that I received help from someone who knew what they were talking about, somebody who was understanding, non-critical, didn't blame me for the problems I was in, who was able to understand where I was coming from and was able to deal with my problems one at a time where I could understand it. First meeting was a bit nervous, but it was informal, it was friendly. I had a full explanation of what DISC was and what DISC could do to help me. I began to warm to the person who was speaking to me because I could tell that she was knowledgeable, I could trust her, and I quickly realised that she was there to help me more so than anybody else had done. And I could actually relate to her. My landlord, who I got on with, who was sympathetic, he staved the eviction off, and he gave me DISC's number, and he said, as long as I ring DISC, actually said these words, as long as I ring DISC, he'd put the eviction off for 4 weeks, and he'd come back, and if I hadn't made any contact, he would go to the courts, and if I had, he would give me more time. So he must have had dealings with this. He must have realised that whatever you were going to do, perhaps it was going to be sustainable, affordable, and I was going to be able to pay my rent and catch up. I've now paid it all off, £1,400, £5–10 a week, just whatever I could. I got help with utility bills. I got my council tax account taken out of the hands of bailiffs who were milking me for everything I had, really. So instead of paying £24 a week, Julie got it back in the hands of the council again, who took £24 a month. So suddenly I was able to breathe again, buy decent shopping and afford to keep my electric on and stuff. And suddenly everything was under control, and over probably a 6-week period, it was like just one at a time was just happening. The right forms, she never lied to me, she knew even the changes and things that were going on, she knew them all, it was like she was well trained. All of that brought me to, my confidence was back up. I was sleeping better at night, I wasn't worrying about things in my sleep. I was waking up realising, hold on a minute, nothing to do today, everything's paid, nothing to worry about, no court, no meeting, there's no phone call, there's no form filling. To such a point was I was able to go back to work. My boss kept my job open for 12 months and I was able to go back to work. And the direct result of my landlord introducing me to DISC and what DISC and Julie did for me. And I can't tell you just what it was, just what it meant, you know, it was monumental for me. I was going to die then, I know I was. I'd given up. There's no way out for me. I got to keep my home. My council tax arrears are paid off as well now. Apart from personal things I'm dealing with, silly loans and whatever, then everything else is non-threatening to me now, which is good. It wasn't just me as well. I had 2 children at home at the time, and they flourished. Well, one went to the army, and the other one's got his own house now and built with his own family, and we all sort of came through it. And I wrote a bit on the second page of there, the very last bit that you might see, which is what I always think of myself, that I've actually survived all this, and it's because of what I wrote about this. That's not me being, you know, hoorah and great with this, just because you're sitting here. It's what happened to me. It was what the service did for me, and it's what it meant to me as well. Complete turnaround in my life. Not even knowing the people like you were out there, because everybody else seemed to be telling you things, but they would hamper you getting there. Benefit agencies, form filling, everything else. But just delivered what they said, you know, might happen. Without raising my hopes. I never ever thought I was going to get anything, but we tried and we got it. So it was done like that. So I had no false hopes or anything, but elation when it all came through.